Hello and welcome to another episode of 5 Minute Lifestyle. Now, I'm sure that everybody has dreams and things that they want to achieve in life. In the last episode, we heard from Chloe Hayward, who set herself the challenge of raising £10,000 for Macmillan Cancer Support. In this episode, we hear from Tori, who set herself a different sort of challenge altogether.
Earlier this year I summited Mount Everest. In 2005 I did a race to the magnetic North Pole with 2 other women, and the reason why we wanted to enter this race was because no all-female team had ever got to the finish line, and out of 16 teams we came 6th in the race, and this sparked something in me that made me think, well, actually if you work extremely hard and set your mind to something, then you really can achieve it. And it was my boyfriend's idea to climb Everest, and he came home one day with the idea, and I started thinking about it, and I said, oh, I'll just help you with your events and your sponsorship and fundraising. And then the next day he said, you know, if you get to the top of Everest, you'll be the youngest British female to have climbed that mountain, and also the first ever Welshwoman. And then it was a challenge that I couldn't really resist. Clearly that wasn't something that I just thought up in an afternoon and decided that I was going to do. It was an 18-month planning cycle for the expedition, and at the very start of that I began talking to people. I found people that had climbed Everest, I found people that had tested equipment that I was planning to use for the expedition. They tested it in very cold places, such as other mountains around the world. I also spoke to people about fitness training, about who could do my website, who could supply us with satellite communications so that we could get messages back from the field to the UK. And I just talked and talked and talked, and now all that talking proved successful because I chose the right equipment. Our satellite communications worked because I'd got the best feedback I could get from people that had been there and done it. It's tough. There's not much oxygen up there, a third less than you have at sea level, and it's actually very hot in the day, and one of the things that you have to be careful of is sunstroke and sunburn, rather than perhaps hypothermia. But on summit day it was down to -40, and me and my team, we managed to summit just after the jet stream had cleared from the summit. The jet stream has really strong winds, which means there's no chance you could ever reach the summit, and we got up there and down again before the onset of the monsoon. You had to pinch yourself that it was Everest that you were standing on top of and not any other mountain in the world. You could see the curvature of the earth, so you knew you were somewhere very high. On the approach to the summit, I had tears in my eyes because I knew that my 18 months of training and fundraising was going to pay off, but I kind of had to fight those away because I had to retain my concentration and where exactly I was putting my feet, because to my left there was a 2,000 metre drop, and to my right there was what's known as a cornice, which if you step into it you'll fall through the snow and you'll fall into this overhanging bit of snow that will take you down into Tibet, and that's not where you want to be when you're going to the summit of Everest. So I spent about 40 minutes on the summit, and then I could no longer feel my hands and thought it was time to try and get down safely.
Well, congratulations, Tori, in succeeding in your challenge, and I really hope it helped you think about your dreams and the things that you want to achieve in life. We'll leave you with our top 5 tips on how to make your dreams happen, and we'll see you next time.